Before leaving, drown it, stir it, drown it again, and feel that the fire is out cold.
Oh, bullseye!
And you won't need a visit from Dusty's team.
Copy that.
Visit SmokeyBear.com for more fire prevention tips. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state foresters, and the Ad Council.
Oh no.
You're listening to
KXVS.
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 The voice of Stockton.
Hot damn. See you licking frosting from your own hands. Want another taste of bacon, yes.
And you're
Just
back.
in time.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. We're back. Just in time, like she said.
Just in time.
KXVS Morning Show. I am Al X here with RawNe and Marcelis.
How's it going?
And so everybody's doing good this morning. I'm gonna speak to the gentleman real quick. Got something for you guys. Daily instruction.
Ooh.
Actually, in this day and age, it can possibly go for you women out there as well.
Oh.
So pay attention. Listen up. This is your instruction going out for the weekend.
Okay.
Never be responsible for getting a woman drunk.
Oh, good one.
Man, never be responsible for
Getting a woman drunk.
Meaning, don't buy her heck a drink.
That's
and
hilarious.
Then she can't cope.
No, that
That's
is for today.
hilarious.
That is for Friday. So if you're going out tonight, remember that. And I have one more that I'll give later on in the show when we come back from another break for the weekend. But remember, tonight, if you're going out, and any other night, never be responsible for getting a woman drunk.
You know my answer.
Ladies, don't be responsible
Have you ever
for
gotten a
getting a
woman
man
drunk,
drunk.
You know my answer to that?
No more?
We all grown. We all grown, right?
If she takes a drink. then-
Right. You know the women I can't stand then is the ones that be at the club and want to snatch a drink from you. Like,
Ooh, what?
yes, that has to be one of the most ratchet. Can I say ratchet on the
Yeah,
radio?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't say the next word. Yeah, you got it.
It has to be one of the most ratchetest things you can do as a female, in my opinion, is try to grab my drink and
Or
or
ask
ask
for-
for some of my
Yes.
drink.
or a drink. You ain't gonna buy me?
No, that's fine.
Oh,
That's fine.
I think
You
that's
can ask
kind
for
of
a drink.
tacky.
Yeah.
You think so?
I don't mind. No, because I understand some girls may think that's a thing to do, but I'm not gonna buy you it. But I don't mind you asking. That's
Oh, I
not.
mean, that's the
that's
thing to
not.
Oh, okay. You can ask, but don't mean I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, don't mean I'm gonna buy it, but
say no.
I'm not gonna think that's rude. Like, hey, how you doing? Hey, can you buy me a drink? No,
Yeah, I think that-
But what are you drinking? Water? Yeah.
Those are free.
Yeah, those are free.
I'll get you some water. Oh, I'll get you a drink. I'll be right back.
I'll
Come
eat-
back with a cup of water.
Honestly, if a girl asks me like, "Oh, I'm not even drinking. I just want a Sprite," yeah, I might buy you a Sprite. You know, that'd be cool if you just really was trying to conversate with me at the bar
It's
type
still
of thing.
buying a drink. She's still getting.
No,
a drink
I
out
don't
of it.
mind. No, but
I don't buy
when
drinks.
somebody is like they want some lick like that, you trying to use me for a drink? Like, do I
Yeah,
look like I'm gonna buy you a drink? Type of thing.
Sometimes I'll be like, I get the first round, or sometimes if somebody else, if we're doing rounds,
Well,
I'll
that's
buy the
different.
What
round.
you're bringing up
Yeah.
is way different.
That's different, but
Way
I won't.
different.
If you didn't know
I-
Marcelis in the
okay.
club, would you go right up to him like,
Heck
"Well, you better
no.
buy me a drink"?
Not even if it's
Nope.
going right up to me,
Nope.
but say like I go up to you.
Like I see you and like you're my
No,
friend. or
No, say I go up
something.
to you at the bar, right? And
So it's
you're
gotta be
just
strangers.
and we're talking, and I'm like, oh man, hey, you're really cute. You want to dance? And we dance, and then like we're talking, and you're like, can you buy me a drink?
No, that would
No.
never happen for me.
Yeah, no.
That would
No.
never happen
Yeah,
for me
no.
because
That's a
I don't.
turn-off
I
for
don't
me.
ask people. I don't
For
ask
the-
people for drinks.
Yeah.
If they want to offer a
As a
drink,
guy,
that's
you
fine.
can
But
do
I don't
that.
expect that they would offer a drink as
Right.
a female. One, I don't expect that they would offer two. I don't ask because to me, I'm like, why am I going there and then asking people for drinks? Like, if I can't get my own drink, then I really shouldn't even be there in the first place unless I'm just going there to
get
dance.
drunk.
For the most part, I don't really go to get drunk.
just
I go
want
there to
drinks.
dance.
I
I like to dance.
I go to sometimes
So I'll drink water.
to play pool.
I'll have a
often.
drink. One or
Like I
once or
have
twice.
one cup of drinks.
One cup of drinks.
One couple of drinks. The thing about me is I'll
One,
always go
two,
with
one
my
or two.
family, and like it. I always have like a group of cousins to always go out with. So if I go out, like I'll give myself a couple of drinks. Like this is all I have. I only brought $10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Get out,
yeah.
and the rest I'll shoot with the pool. You know what I'm saying? But then my cousins should just start buying rounds and
you pass
pictures.
out.
And next thing I know, I'm just having a great time with. Next thing I know, I'm just having a great time with them, and yeah, that seems to be like every night I step out. But it's great because we all do that for each other, you know. It's just past, like you said, you'll get the round, they'll get the second round.
Yeah, I like those nights.
Especially if they want to like share like this drink that they thought was pretty cool. Like, oh, I want to buy everybody this drink, so everybody can.
You go to
try
the
it.
Hideout, right?
Yeah.
Have you had the fishbowl?
No,
Oh,
I've
my
never,
goodness.
but I see them made all the time.
I've had a fishbowl in Kentucky, in Louisville. In Louisville, Kentucky,
want
they had
that.
fish bowls.
Louisville, that's how you say
Oh my
Louisville.
God. Louisville, like, right.
Louisville.
So I had a fishbowl out there. That's the first time I ever had a fishbowl. It's because a couple people wanted to have a drink. They were like, let's get the fishbowl. We'll all share it. Oh, my God. That thing, those
I need
things-
to get one, but I always see the girls at the Hideout get, the little group of girls. Oh, we're getting our fish
Yeah,
bowl.
yeah.
Oh
Don't
my
buy it
God.
with a bunch of dudes. You gotta
Yeah,
get
like,
girls.
I'm not from the,
Be like,
and
we
be
gonna
like,
get this. You want some?
chilling over
yeah.
there.
Like, all right, I'll try. Y'all got it.
Yeah, what you drinking on? Fish boat.
Oh.
Fish boat. Can you hold this? Like just holding it like a football, and
That's ridiculous.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was your instruction for you if you're going out, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be responsible for that.
Yeah.
Let them do it themselves.
Yeah, man. Especially, I don't know. Everybody's payday is different, fall on different weeks or whatnot. But especially, people who like to be the big spenders and the, helping people out. Oh,
If I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna pay for some friends.
There you
That's
go.
our motto. If I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna pay for some friends. Like you good people be like, are we going out with? Like, man, I don't even got money. If I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna pay for some friends.
I do that too. I'm like, don't worry about it. I got you. Like,
got
I don't
to.
even, I do
Because
that.
then the next time
Like,
they
don't worry
got
about
you.
it.
Then
That's what it's all
you know,
about.
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the quote is by Carl Jung, a psychologist. So, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves.
Yes.
Yes. And
Very
in a Buddhist
true.
philosophy, too, they kind of like, you're a mirror image. It could be like those in your life are like a mirror image of something that you need to learn about yourself. So, they come in. So, what you're irritated about them about is a perfect time to reflect on ourself, to find out what is it that irritates me, why does it irritate me, what is that, is there something in me that attracts, is there something similar?
My goodness, I have the perfect example. Whenever my mom talks, like, dude, it's just like aggravates me so much.
Interesting.
And I have no idea because look, the other day, I was just in St. Louis for 10 days and we were talking and she was just trying to give me radio advice. And dude, it was so annoying. And I have no idea. Like I'm listening, of course, and I'm like, yeah, mom, oh yeah, that's a good idea, But in my head, I'm like, why am I so annoyed by everything she's saying right now? But I would never show that I'm annoyed, and I'm always respectful.
respectful.
And
That's
but
nice
in
that
my
you do
head,
that.
I'm like, dude.
Because there's a lot of very
Like,
disrespectful young
I'm
men, even
annoyed.
older men that are like that to their mom.
Well,
Because they're annoyed.
I grew up kind of like that, so now being a little bit older, I'm doing, what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to do
Right.
that. And honestly, I was self-reflecting on myself, and I was probably like, maybe it's just because it's my mom, and, maybe...
She's been nagging me all my life.
Yeah,
I'm trying
maybe
to,
it's
like, can you
just...
not do
Because
that, please?
literally, I was searching for answers. Like, why was what she
nice.
was saying, like,
So
annoying?
irritating.
Yeah, so annoying. And it was just like, maybe it's because she's my mom, or I don't know.
The topic that she was speaking on, maybe you thought she didn't have, maybe expertise about it, or maybe, I don't know.
Maybe all the above.
So
I
many
thought
things.
maybe a little bit of it was that as well. She was telling me I don't know. It was good advice. At the end of the day, I realized she was just trying to help,
help
and
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just like, this is annoying. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom, though.
Thanks, Mom. Though. Thanks.
Glad you're listening, tuning
Mhm,
in.
thank you. But that's an example.
Yeah, so everything that irritates us about others can lead us to understanding of ourselves. So you guys, when you start to find yourselves a little irritated, stop and reflect, and then go ahead and maybe take a step back and kind of pivot that foot and shift in another direction and just kind of aim yourself in a different direction to get back into an energy that maybe is kind of not irritable, to help you kind of see outside of the situation as to like what's going on there within yourself, and then how
like you said.
how you view that whole situation. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I like those quotes.
Yeah. So, we have the
Horoscopes.
Horoscopes.
Okay.
horoscopes.
Horoscopes.
Leo,
Okay.
Aries.
Leos, Aries. Aquarius.
Aquarius.
I always get those mixed up.
I get along with Aries well.
So, of course, I'm going to start with the Cancers because it's still y'all's time.
Not for long, not for long.
I know. I can't wait. Team Leo. Full fire. Okay, so Cancers, you may be surreptitiously worrying that that steamy and passionate role you're on is about to come to an end, but that's just not the case. The stars are simply telling you it's time for privacy, please, especially since with this current influence, one never knows what you might be thinking of doing behind closed doors or of whom you'll easily entice to join you there. Oh my goodness. They were a little bold on that one. Cancer. Want a little privacy in the back. In the back.
Deep. Okay.
Pretty interesting. Okay, so let's hit Virgo first, because I know Marcelis is waiting to hear his, and that might be a little
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering what's in store. So Virgo, all you Virgos out there, coming up right behind Leo. So we got Cancer, Leo, and then it would roll right into Virgo's time. So Virgo, you're not losing your mind. You're right to feel a bit worried about exactly what might come of this, especially because things have been going so darn well lately. But you can drop that worry like it's hot. The stars are on your side, even though, no, especially because your current situation is so unlike anything you've experienced before. Relax. Even diligent, meticulous types like you are entitled to an exciting new kind of action.
You gonna try something new? You gonna try something new, or?
He's probably trying something new right now, and he's thinking, oh, man, this is probably too good to be true. This is too much fun.
I haven't followed any of the instructions of the horoscope, and it's constantly telling me something is out there.
Interesting.
Right? I mean, for like the last week. It's been telling me, hey, get out there, you might see somebody. Hey, that person you saw, it may be real.
It's okay to have fun. It's okay to have fun.
You don't go out often, or?
Me? No.
No?
Not really. What do I do?
Socially, I
What do I
guess.
do
Because
socially?
your horoscope is telling you, you know, hey, open up, ask that girl out.
But
Ask
here's
that,
the thing. It's telling, the horoscope is telling to open up to a sign that doesn't. So just like she doesn't want to focus on finding herself a significant other, most Virgos don't want to do that because we don't like to really socialize. So it's a push and pull kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. I do know some Virgos. But they're sociable people.
Yeah.
But they
just
not
with a lot of people.
Yeah, they just
I hate crowds.
Want to.
I hate
totally go get out there. But they'll be in the background. They'll be in the background.
Yeah. You can come talk to us and sit at the table. Then we'll have a good time, good conversation. We just figured doing other stuff, you know. So I take a bunch of pictures still. You know, I'm really focusing on
stay busy
on my photography. So.
Well, I think that's.
If I meet somebody out there, hey.
Well, this one's telling you whatever you think that you're worrying about.
Maybe
don't worry about it. Like it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, it sure isn't the relationship I'm worried about.
Don't worry about rejection.
I know.
Yeah.
What the worst they're gonna say is no when you're already by yourself.
Exactly. That's true.
The way she says, "Yeah, all right, by yourself."
Because I think about myself too. Like I'm like, what's the worst? I go on a date and like it doesn't work out or something. Oh, that's okay. You know, either we make friends or that was like
for real.
Like enjoyed some time that was, outside of my normal,
After we do
schedule.
your horoscope and the other one, I have a question about dating for both of you.
Okay. Let's write that down.
So let's go with Aquarius. Well, I'll do Leo because I can move off of mine real fast. We'll move right into Aquarius. Okay, Leo. When it comes to here we go. Relationships. Oh my God. Okay, when it comes to relationships, you're not up for anything even remotely resembling routine. Oh, that's so true.
What's up?
This doesn't necessarily mean that you'll try to entice a current partner to dangle from the ceiling, although you might be a bit more open with someone new if you're single. But it certainly does mean that you're in the mood to try something different. The good news is that you won't be at all afraid to mention this to whoever you're with. Oh, and you'll have an extremely receptive audience. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Sounds
There are some
exciting.
new things I want to try. I'm not even gonna lie.
Man,
I'm
it's
like,
telling-
oh, I do.
Now I want to hear yours. Is it going to tell you to get out and do something tonight?
Probably not. It's gonna be like, man, you need to chill,
Chill.
bro. Like all y'all
Complete
are, y'all
opposite.
been chilling this whole time. They're like, hey, man, close the door, read a book. Yeah.
Right about now and for the next couple of days, you really should be wearing a warning label because you'll be anything but objective, unemotional, and detached. So you can be attached, emotional, and objective.
You'll be letting it loose.
That's fine.
The qualities that your sign is ordinarily famous for, so you're ordinarily famous for all of those. Go ahead and let your feelings out. But if you want to just be a tad considerate of dear ones, try to let them know in some subtle way that you won't be quite yourself before you reach for the Kleenex.
That's fine. You know, and I'm always open to connecting with my feelings. I'm never a guy who's trying to run or be too tough to cry. So if that's what my horoscope reads, then, you know, I'm open
Word.
to,
I
you
like
know,
that. Mhm.
to releasing that so I could get over that hump and be back Marcelis.
And men need to know that it's okay to emote because we're first beings. First, we are emotional beings. That's first and foremost what we are. And then comes our mind. Then we start to think. We process our thoughts. But intuitively, first through spirit, through the body, what it does is we go through and we emote first.
Exactly.
And it may spark some thoughts, and then like we will follow.
I
Makes you
get
feel
that.
alive.
Well, that's because you function and you don't really try to emote too much, but you function on the mental side.
Right. Yeah. No. What I was going to say is, I think a lot of why men don't show emotion is because women need to let them know that it's okay to do that.
Yeah,
How many
women
times
do
have
need
you
to,
heard
yeah.
a woman talk about a guy? Oh man, he was crying like a little punk. Oh man, he's too soft.
Oh,
So
wow.
I mean, and that's just having probably a normal conversation. So just letting them know that, you know, you don't have to always be hard. That
Right.
it's okay to. Talk
You're
about
human
feelings.
beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men are human beings just like women. Men emote just like women. And it's just society has kind of put in this little structure or a ideal way of like men need to be the strong, the one that doesn't, you know, cry or doesn't do this or that. But
Well-
I find that, you know, it defeats because then how are men supposed to be available to women when it's time for them to express themselves and be able to understand, be sympathetic, empathetic with that. They have to understand emotions themselves. They have to understand those emotions by experiencing them. So they have to learn to emote, process that, know what it is,
To feel.
go through it. Yes.
Yeah, because
It's
if
important,
you
and
can
as a human
understand
being, for
your
sanity, it's
emotions, then
Here
you could
comes our
go
friend.
a long way, Molly.
I thought I saw somebody walking by.
If you
with
can
a-
understand your emotions, you could go a long way. This, I think Louis C.K. one of the comics said, famous comic, he said that, have you ever felt that feeling of sadness and it hit you randomly? Sadness, like meaningless, like you could be in the car driving, stop at a red light, and it just all hits you, except for holding that in. He said he may even pull over and just let it all
Oh,
out.
nice.
And just cry, you know what I'm saying? Cry about. And then once he's done crying, once you release all those forbans or whatever they're called, crying, you release that energy, that sadness, those tears. After that's finished, what comes next is a feeling of happiness and joy. You know,
Right,
so you
because
have
you've
to,
released.
yeah, you have to. So you have to let your feelings feel. You have to be able to know what's going on and not holding up. Because I guarantee you, if you hold it in, you're doing something that's not natural, and then that's when you start doing weird stuff.
Or
Like
you can turn
hold
to
it
drugs,
in. Yeah,
you turn to
you
things
hold
that
it
try to like
in.
numb it or make it
Exactly.
go away. But you know, people definitely don't want to. You don't want to do that. You want to allow that to just move through you, so you can move through to the next. You know, the next thing that's going on with you, because emotions are fleeting. You know, we don't need to stay in our emotions, and that's a lot of people stay in their emotions.
And
so
the thing about it is,
let
I
it
could.
go.
They know.
No, let's let it move. You gotta let them move because emotions will keep coming one after another. You could be happy, you could be sad the next minute, you could be worried the next second, you could be excited the next second, and it's just all those are just emotions. You just gotta move through it, and in order to learn how to identify those and understand what those are, you have to feel them. You know, feel them from your own self. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go to break, and we're going to come back, and we will be sharing a little bit of information on some literature, 60-second shiatsu, and then we will have our guest, Molly McGee, who's in the house. So we'll see you soon. Peace.
See you.
The voice of Stockton.